When we found this house, part of the reason we were so excited was there was an existing chicken coop. And while it's been great for the first year, as you can tell, our chickens need a home upgrade. So our search began, and we quickly got overwhelmed. Until we found
the Egg Carton Classic.
In our opinion, the best chicken tractor, and we're going to tell you why. But first, step by step, the assembly process.
Okay.
Step number one.
Lay down.
Lay out the two end frame pieces of the egg carton with the angles of the frame face down. Got that?
Mm-hmm.
Step number 2. Fasten the rear frame piece to the right end piece with two 3/8 by 1 inch bolts, one at the top already installed in rear frame and the other at the bottom. For now, only finger tighten them. Step number 3. Set up the left end, fastening it with two 3/8 by 1 inch bolts. Step number 4, fasten the front piece to the ends using four 3/8 by 1 inch bolts. Top bolts are already installed in front frame. Step number 5. Using a 9/16 socket and wrench, firmly tighten the 8 bolts holding the frame in place, carefully aligning the corners of the egg carton. Step number 6. With the help of another person, lower the floor, resting it on the angle iron tabs with the opening in the floor towards the back. Step number 7, cut the plastic zip tie that holds the ladder in the up position for shipping. Hold the cable to prevent the ladder from crashing to the floor. Step number 8, install the T-handle latch on the outside of the right door with the screws provided. Step number 9, turn the T-handle to the vertical position and install the inside catch horizontally so the short side of the D-handle overlaps the center door stop. Tighten it with a 1/8 Allen wrench. Follow the same procedure on the other door. Step number 10, position the roof section of the angle frame, sliding it towards the back until the wooden frame rests inside and against the angle frame. The side of the ceiling hook should be towards the front. This allows approximately 3.5 inch of overhang on the front and back sides. Center the back of the roof from end to end, leaving it nearly even on each side. Step number 11, using a nut driver or screw gun, fasten the roof at the 2 rear corners with 2-inch wood screws. Step number 12, square up the front of the roof on each side and fasten the 2 front corners with 2-inch wood screws. Step number 13, slide the lift frame under the left end of the egg carton and fasten it to the main frame with 2 3/8 by 1 inch bolts, one at each end of the lift frame. Tighten the bolts securely. Note, insert the bolts from the inside and secure the nuts on the outside to leave room for skirting. Slide the front wheel assembly onto the shaft of the lift frame. Step number 14, fasten the rear axle using 2 U-shaped brackets and 4 3/8 by 1 inch bolts. Insert the bolts from the inside and secure the nuts on the outside to leave room for skirting. Step number 15, install the lift cable on the rear wheel assembly using 5/16 by 1.5 inch carriage bolts and lock nuts. Then install the lift cables on the levers of the front lift frame using 5/16 by 3/4 inch carriage bolts and lock nuts. Step number 16, slide 2 wheels onto the front axle and secure with axle caps. Slide 2 wheels onto the rear axles and secure with axle caps. Step number 17, install the lift cylinder by pushing down on the tongue until the bolt lines up with the free end of the cylinder. Slide the cylinder onto the bolt and loosely secure it with a 5/16 lock nut. Step number 18, place the nest against the back wall centered in front of the easy access door. Place the roost anywhere on the floor where there is adequate room. The protruding screws fit into the floor to hold them in place. Hang the feeder and watering bucket from the brackets on the ceiling at the desired height. To install the end panels and skirting, place the panels against the wire mesh and secure with retaining tubes. And repeat the process on the 3 remaining sides. The egg carton is now ready for use. To raise it up on its wheels, push down on the tongue until it nearly touches the ground. Now move the tongue to the right or left, approximately 6 inches, to allow the latch to drop and catch the top of the shaft, thereby latching it into place for moving. To lower the egg carton, return the wheels to the straight forward position, then push down on the tongue until the latch pops up and allows the unit to lower as the tongue raises. As for cleaning, it's really easy. I just sprayed it down with a hose for about 3 minutes and then finished it off with some micro-lift chicken coop freshener.
Okay, so it's been about 2 weeks. We now have them right here. We started all the way back here, if you can tell. And we kind of moved our way over here and up all the way over here where the flat land is. Over here, it's a little too concave. We do plan on filling that in at some point, making it a little bit more level, but we've had them over here for about 2 weeks and we're gonna move them into the back, Well, to be honest, I was a bit skeptical when we first thought about going the chicken tractor route. I wasn't sure how easy they were to actually move them, how many hens could actually fit in it comfortably, and whether or not it would actually keep our grass from being destroyed. But from the looks of it, it's probably hard to tell here on camera, and we're on December 22nd, so most of our grass has already lost its green color. But if I compare it to where the chickens were previously, you can tell that they are not tearing up our grass nearly as much. And so that makes me happy. All right, so what are our thoughts? It's awesome. Not only is it easy to move, my 5-year-old can move it, but it's definitely predator proof in the sense that I don't think a raccoon's gonna get in anytime soon. And so it's alleviated a lot of the concerns that we had over our older coop. So if you're on the fence about a chicken tractor, definitely head over to eggcarton.com, put it down here, and check out what they have. They have a variety of options, small, medium, and large. And I believe that they offer a lift as well if you want to attach it to your existing coop. So check it out.